grew up in the era where watching wrestling was lame. So when everybody started jumping back on the bandwagon, like, yo, like, this is low-key lit, I was like, yes, this is what I want. This is what I've been saying. Like, wrestling really is valid. But now I wouldn't even dare show nobody the product. Like, I would never dare show nobody this product because it's not the same, bro. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, no KD. Back at it again with another video today. And today, I'm back. Now, I already know y'all been wondering where I've been. I'm going to explain that at the end of the video. But as for right now, we need to focus on the topic at hand. And the topic at hand is the fall off of the WWE, bro. This time, 2 years ago, WWE was coming fresh off of WrestleMania 40. One of the best WrestleManias we've had in a very long time. It was looking on the up and up. Everything was going right. And what happened? It started to become a lot different. The booking became different. You started feeling a change in energy. And as the year went on, it got worse and worse. The product became bad, bro. But we still had hope. We still had hope going in to the Royal Rumble, right? But when Jey Uso won the 2025 Royal Rumble, everything was confirmed. The WWE was no longer the same because in no universe where we have John Cena, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, all of these names, does Jey Uso win? Now, granted, I do believe that Royal Rumble should be saved for somebody who's up and coming, somebody who's on the rise. But the thing about that is, Jey Uso, he was literally, the fraud allegations had been started for him during the IC title situation with Braun Breaker. He already had been getting allegations, so I don't even know why he got to this point where he was. I know he was popular and all that, but like, look at where it left, bro. He had to drop the title after 50 days, and now he's back in the bloodline. It was so bad, he had to go back to being in the bloodline. Like, come on, bro. Let's be serious. But that's just one part of why WWE became bad. Hell, Jey Uso has a lot to do with the start of the downfall because at the first show of 2025, my fault, with Drew McIntyre, they had that horrible one-on-one matchup where it ended in a roll-up. Everything was becoming more clear as time went on that WWE was no longer the same product that we were watching when it was really peaking. But that was just another tidbit because what else happened on that first show? The Rock came out. The Rock came out to open the show, matter of fact, talking about Cody, talking about everything that was going on with them two. That probably was the beginning of the end because a few months prior, just a few months prior, he came out after Cody had a matchup, I think at Bad Blood, I think, and he put up the three. I don't know what that meant. Nobody knows what that meant to this day because he came out at Raw. He was talking to Cody. They were having a good old time. They were best friends all of a sudden. There was like nothing ever happened between them. And the next thing you know, The Rock goes, he gets his big movie role. He's going for the Oscar. He loses mad weight. And that was another part of The Rock showing what was going to later happen because what happened later on. Bro, I go out. I could just make this whole video spiraling off of horrible events that took place in 2025 because what did The Rock do? So, boom, John Cena, my GOAT. He starts his retirement run, right? He starts his retirement run. Everybody's excited. He cuts a promo on the road to the Royal Rumble. He's talking about he's being the old John Cena. This is after he I forgot. I think it was after the Rumble. It was the night. It was literally the press conference after the Rumble. I'm thinking, okay, cool. We about to get the John Cena from 2013 back. We're gonna get the prime Cena for a little bit, one last run. Elimination Chamber comes around. John Cena wins the chamber. I'm like, okay, yes, we going to WrestleMania. He's gonna have one final. He's gonna hit number 16. This is what I've been waiting for years now. And what do they have him do? They have him turn heel on Cody Rhodes after the matchup and join The Rock The Rock did the, you know what I'm saying, the throat slit. And next thing you know, John Cena is officially a heel for the first time since 2004, I think, or 5? 2004. Maybe oh 03. Like, well, you know what I'm saying, in that time frame. 20 plus years as a face thrown down the drain because it didn't even end in a good heel run. Because boom, the following week he comes out, he calls the fans toxic. The Rock, he's not really being explained. There's no explanation for why The Rock was involved. My lighting, you know what I'm saying? There's no explanation for why The Rock was involved. It's just The Rock is here. The Rock was there. There was no real reason why he was there. So you would think, okay, cool. They're gonna explain it over time. No. Time goes on. We're not hearing no news about The Rock. It's WrestleMania now. And instead of The Rock coming out, Travis Scott comes out. This was the beginning of the end. This was the official beginning of the end. Because he is a rapper. Not only is he a rapper, but he don't care about WWE. Like, he was doing the bumps or whatever, quote unquote, according to them. But he was apparently egotistical. He was having bad problems backstage, and they chose that. They chose that route. They could have did something else, but they chose that route, and that's what they got in return for it. So next thing you know, Travis is getting cut. They don't want him around no more. John Cena goes on his own. He's doing his heel run. He's having bad feuds. Um, it's so bad I can't really remember what happened. All I remember is that he had the match with Cody. I believe. No, he feuded with Randy. He feuded with, no, the Randy feud. It was alright. The CM Punk feud was good. That the AJ Styles match was good. I don't remember like the build up. If there wasn't even the build up, I don't think. I think he already turned face at that point too. His entire last year was wasted, essentially. So it ends off with him turning face again, literally like with a few months left, out of nowhere, because one night him and Cody were having a promo and he just says, you know what, I'm John Cena again. And that was it. Now he's good. Now he's feuding with Cody, but they're on the same, they're both faces now. Cena loses the title back to him. And that's it. He has a few nice, cool little matches. And the next thing you know, he's retiring in December to Gunther. He gets tapped out by Gunther. That's it. Now, if you would have had him had the run that he should have had in his last year and he lost to Gunther, cool. But apparently John Cena wanted way more dates. I think I remember seeing something like 200 dates for his final year, but they only wanted him for 36. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard. And if that's true, that just shows you how badly TKO fumbled. So that was just John Cena, because John Cena was the centerpiece of 2025. Look, he was the main story. That's all I cared about, to be honest. Because surrounding that, the women's division was lacking. The IC and US title scenes was mid. Once LA Knight got hold, I'm a listen. LA Knight, current day, he's my number one guy. He's been my number one guy for a long time now. And when he lost the US title to Jacob Fatu at Mania in his second reign, and they just had him doing nonsense the whole year, chasing the vision for all of the rest, like the second half of 2025, it was just spent with LA Knight fighting the vision, and they hold him too because what happened at Royal Rumble, he came back after they jumped him, took him off TV for a month. He eliminated them. I think he got eliminated by Logan Paul because Bronson Reed was injured. I can't remember. I know he eliminated. No, I think he eliminated. I forgot, but no, he got eliminated by Cody in a very anticlimactic way. He eliminated the division, but he got eliminated by Cody in an anticlimactic way. It's like, bro, they just keep honing him. The whole thing with him facing Seth at the Raw in August, the first Raw of August. I was there for that. I was there live. And it ended in DQ, but it was the beginning of his reign, so I understand why it didn't end right there. But it's like, bro, when you put all these things together, it's like, dog, come on, bro. They just keep holding him time and time and time again, and he's still over. But the more they hold him, eventually he's gonna start to lose some steam. If they would have pushed him the way they should have in 2023, we wouldn't be here right now. But I'm not gonna go ranting about LA Knight because I'll be here all night. That's just that's LA Knight's situation. Then who else is there? I mean, let's talk about Seth Rollins. When you like everything, 2025 was just a horrible year for WWE, bro. 2023, 2024 was probably like in the current like day and age, probably the best years of the 2020s so far. Cause for Seth Rollins, okay, boom, they force him and Paul Heyman working together was so forced. It was so forced. They had no reason to be a unit. It didn't really add anything to Seth. It was just like that was what the people were talking about online, and they just went with it because like there was no reason for them to team up. Seth Rollins does not need Paul Heyman at all, like literally at all. But they did it anyway. Seth, what he had he had a little cool little reign, but then he got injured. He dropped the title. Then when he came back, it was like, oh, because he was gone for months. Like they got him kicked out. First of all, he got kicked out the division so he could go off TV for a while to recover. Then once he came back, he did the whole thing with Braun, but then Braun got injured. Injuries plagued. Okay. A lot of injuries hurt WWE. A lot of bad booking hurt WWE. But that's because the real problem right now, the main reason why I made this video, outside of like the fact that it was just really bad booking and just unfortunate injuries that ruined 2025 for wrestling. We could talk about the ads, but we all know how bad the ads have been. Like they're just ads everywhere, ads throughout the entire show, just cutting you off. Like you're mid match and you're getting cut off. They just ruined everything. TKO is destroying WWE. And if Triple H gets fired, while they're saying that he's a bad booker or whatever, the Triple H for NXT, there's no way he forgot how to book. I'm assuming that the main reason why he's not getting the love he was getting before is because the TKO took over majority booking. I heard rumors that Vince was in control until WrestleMania 40 with the booking. I don't know how true that is. If that's true, that's crazy because he was doing so bad during his last few like years in the company. So if he was booking the whole build to WrestleMania 40, that's insane. But I believe that was Triple H. If I had to really be honest with you. But let me get back to my point, right? So the ads terrible, the booking terrible, the injuries unfortunate. The next problem is the releases, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. The thing that hurt me the most, they released one of my all time favorites, bro. They released Kofi Kingston, bro. Now they released Xavier Woods, which I mess with Xavier. Obviously, he's not on the level of Kofi for me, but like New Day, they left because they weren't getting the money they deserved. But you're gonna underpay Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, two of the most decorated wrestlers of the last 10 years. Really? I thought that Kofi would never leave WWE. It's like, bro, the same way they fired Dolph Ziggler, they tried to fire R-Truth. They gave Kofi and Woods a reason to leave. They don't care about anybody no more. Like if you're not Roman Reigns, CM Punk, if you're not the top, you're not safe. Essentially, like bro, Kofi Kingston, are you serious? After everything he did in the company, after all the years the WWE Championship ran back in 2019, all of that, you gonna fire it, bro? Like that pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie, that was crazy. When I seen that, I was like, you're lying, bro. Say you're capping right now. There's no way they're gone. But I understand it because he did it for himself because he felt disrespected with the pay that he was getting, and I understand, bro. Like you gonna try and make him take a pay cut? Granted, I also heard rumors. I don't know if it's true because I just saw a Twitter person say this. I didn't see no like official like news outlet say this is true. They tried to underpay Roman Reigns. What? He's literally like the biggest star in the company right now. Like what? Hold on, let me look it up, bro. Cause I don't. There's no way. Um, I don't know if I could even find it if I type it in, but cause I ain't gonna, he earns a lot of money. I know he earns a lot of money, but like, yeah, bro. They trying to make people take pay cuts. Like, bro, y'all are making so much money from all the shit ton of ads y'all are doing, but y'all can't afford to pay Roman. Y'all can't afford to pay Kofi and Woods. Like, mind you, oh my god, don't get me started on the New Day heel turn. I ain't gonna lie, I love Kofi and Woods. I thought they were gonna have a great heel run, and then they did nothing with it. They had a crazy segment with Big E. It was a whole big thing. It was lit, and they ruined it. They did nothing with them. They turned heel. They were like they had a lot of heat for like a few months, and then that's it. They didn't get pushed. They didn't do nothing. It was just like they just gave up on them. The amount of stories that got discontinued because of releases, bro. Aleister Black story, even Kofi, he was about to have a thing with Javon Evans. I was excited for that. I'm a big fan of Javon Evans. Like, bro, what are they doing? I don't know what the direction WWE is going in, but I do not like it at all, bro. Like, every day, WWE is getting worse and worse. Like, I've never been so disappointed. I I'm worried for the future. Like, this shit is bad. Real talk is really bad. Like, I've never seen it in such a bad state. But it's like every day the companies is getting worse and worse. I truly hope that down the line, like we can see, bro, even Death Rebel, bro. Like everything about WWE has been bad. Like the music, the booking, the injuries, the the ads. It's like, bro, they have like turned WWE into the UFC 2.0, but the UFC, I don't even know. Like, it's just all bad, bro. It's all bad. I ain't gonna lie, but like, I don't even know how to end this video because it's just like, bro, I've been sitting here ranting for how long now? For 17 minutes, and I don't feel any better because right now, bro, like it just seems like it's going downhill more and more and more, and we never gonna get a proper we never gonna get no type of like good ending, bro. Like I was so happy during the time when everybody started watching wrestling again, bro. You know how? Imagine, right? I've been watching wrestling since I was a little kid. I grew up in the era where watching wrestling was lame. I grew up in the era where watching wrestling was hated on. If you watch wrestling, you will. Like, it's like you watch wrestling, you know it's fake, right? I grew up in this era when my uncles were growing up, they was in the attitude era. They was watching it when everybody loved it. So I had to deal with that every day. And I didn't care, but it was annoying. So when everybody started jumping back on the bandwagon, like, yo, like this is low-key lit, I was like, yes, this is what I want. This is what I've been saying. Like wrestling really is valid. But now I wouldn't even dare show nobody the product. Like I would never dare show nobody this product because it's not the same, bro. It's truly not. Like, granted, they have a few bright spots. Like lately, the booking hasn't been that bad. But when you're releasing stars that should be in the company, like it's like I want to be like, okay, we're getting someone with the booking, but then why are y'all releasing good talent? What are y'all trying to do? Like y'all are making it worse. Budget cuts for what? How much money are you really saving by cutting these guys when you're spamming ads 30? It's like if I'm watching a DDG video back in 2020, bro. Straight ad on ad on ad. Even a flight video, just ads on ads on ads. You gonna get the money back, bro. I promise you don't need to release these guys. But what can I say, bro? What can I say, man? Now, this part of the video is the life update. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to stay for this part, you can leave now if you don't want to. But make sure to hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that. You know that. You know what to do. But let me tell y'all what's been going on, man. So listen, I've been gone for 9 months as we speak. I'm about to upload this video tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I've been gone. It's not my fault. All right. I made a little live stream like last month randomly because I was able to I just streamed on my console. I was like, screw it, it's been so long. But I don't really count that. My computer would not turn on for almost a year now. Like I was in my old apartment because yes, I'm in a new apartment now. As you can see, the background looks a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? We got a little new background here. Anyway. Yeah, so we got a new background and all that. We in a new area, but most importantly, my computer would not plug in. It would not turn on, none of that. Like I was charging it forever and ever, and when I would press the on button, it just wouldn't charge. I'm like, all right, bro, I guess my computer's fried, bro. I gotta go to the store. I gotta go to Best Buy. I gotta go to some computer repair company and see what they could do with my computer charger. Do I need to buy a whole new charger? I was gonna really do that, and then next thing you know, it just magically worked one day. I literally plugged it in today, right now. I was like, I wonder, let's just try. I might as well. What do I have to lose? And it turned on. You know how annoying that is after all these months that I've been waiting for. Bro, I literally have been trying to. But I'm in a new area now, so I feel better because now I'm in a better setup. I don't have to worry. I can record whenever I want to, and I feel more like, you know what I'm saying? So this is much better for me. It's all right. But that was annoying, though. I ain't gonna lie. and my lighting keeps turning off, bro. Anyway, so yeah, bro. You feel me? It was definitely a stressful, you know what I'm saying, time frame. But I'm about to be going crazy. The video about to start coming out at a crazy rate, hopefully. Hopefully. I'm gonna try and be more consistent. I'm gonna try and be more active. It's gonna be a good rest of 2026. I almost took a year off, but we're not doing that ever again. I really want to make this YouTube stuff work, so I'm gonna really be on that grind. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, I already told you before, but I'm gonna tell you again. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna see you in the next video. And I'm out, bruh. Peace.